But yo, this is 6 Star Wars fans versus 1 secret hater. Odd one out. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not like a Star Wars, you know what I'm saying, guru. I'm not a Star Wars guru. I'm not a Star Wars like geek or you want to call it, bro. But I do want to say, and I still stand by this till this day. The moment I fell in love with Darth Maul, the moment I saw him on that screen. When I was a little kid and I saw Darth Maul, I was like, yo, I fell in love, nigga. I wanted the dual lightsaber. I wanted everything. Like, I wanted to be like Darth Maul, gang. The moment I saw him die, I ain't gonna lie, my love for Star Wars died too. But I'm playing, bro. I still like Star Wars, though. Like, I still love Star Wars. I still love it. But yeah, bro, that was my first time having a heartbreak for a character when I was a kid, bro. Seeing, like, I'm talking about the same movie I saw my dude Darth Maul, bro. I'm like, yo, this boy clean. It's the same damn movie he died. And that made me mad, bro. Damn.
I am a Star Wars fan.
I'm a Star Wars fan.
Uh-huh.
I'm a Star Wars fan.
Wait, how does Chewbacca sound? I can't do it. I just look stupid. I ain't gonna lie, I look stupid, bro. Hold on, wait. Give me one more try. I'm a grown-ass man.
I am a Star Wars fan.
I'm 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 a Star Wars fan.
Okay. I'ma say, out of those people we just see, it's the Chewbacca nigga. It gotta be the Chewbacca. It gotta be Chewbacca. My guess is Chewbacca, bro. It gotta be Chewbacca. That's how she sounds? If that's how she sounds, hey, call her up for me. You know what I'm saying? We can get busy. Bro, that is 1 secret hater among them, hoping in it. Oh, never mind. I like they did a Star Wars theme. That's actually nice.
All right, so have any of you ever heard of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
GG's. Yo, even though I like Star Wars, bro, I would have filled out after the first question. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what he talking about. If it's not Order 6, I thought he was gonna say, yo, did y'all hear about the tragedy of like Order 66? And you know, say I know something about that. Anything else? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Ever heard of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Yes.
I like Dark Plague.
Yes. You like Dark Plague?
I like a Sith, you know what I mean?
That checks
Maybe
out,
we
to
should
be
start
honest.
with like introductions
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
round.
right.
Yeah.
What
Go
are the
ahead.
movies we started
Okay.
with?
What's
So
up?
I know it's not him then.
My name is Brendan. I've been a Star Wars fan pretty much since conception.
Okay.
My father passed it on to me, and the prequels are my favorite. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, the best one.
Yeah, he got taste, baby. He got taste, bro. Anakin versus damn, I forgot his name. This is kind of sad now. Oh, Anakin versus Obi-Wan Kenobi. That fight was just, I got the high ground. Yo, that, I'm not gonna lie, that movie was just so beautiful. That's a beautiful movie, bro. And a beautiful Jedi fight. That's a beautiful Jedi fight.
Okay. Yeah. Kai, 23, and personally, I with episode 2. I just
Okay.
think that the clones,
Wow.
just
I
like that
respect
scene
that.
coming into the clone factory when you see all of them laid out and you realize, oh my god, this is like really big. This is not like a small.
And when the
deal
music
anymore.
hits, my whole body
music,
like wait,
woo.
no.
And just like
you
rain,
know?
I'm a rainy person, so
Why
the
she
planet
roll her
dedicated
eyes?
to like rain and water and like
I ain't gonna lie, it might be her. She rolled her eyes. I ain't like that.
Howdy Moody.
Yeah.
It set the tone perfectly.
Why did Scrap appear on my reels? Shut up, nigga.
for me? So that's my vibe.
Love it. I'm Aoife. I'm 26. I've been a Star Wars fan for probably as long as I can remember, but
Okay.
I'm also a prequels defender. Let's go! 3 is my favorite. Revenge of the Sith.
They're cool now. They're cool.
They're cool now.
Are they?
I love your necklace, by the way, the Padme necklace.
You caught it.
Hold on, why he
Yes.
spit game,
Oh
boy?
Be the
my
liar.
God.
She's wearing the merch.
That's
So,
sick.
Them two finna go on a date. I see the game he trying to spit, bro. But nah, really, it is kind of hard to find like women who's like into like the geek. I'm not gonna say like Star Wars is geeky, but like if you really think about it for like what the average person might say is about Star Wars, but it's like it's really hard to like find a girl that's like into like geek stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, anime and like Star Wars, like whatever you want to think about, Star Trek or like just like anything in those categories. Like it's hard to find girls like that really into stuff like that. No, it's definitely geeky. But it's still good. That's what I'm saying. Like it's on the geeky side of good. Like
My name is Sam.
you know-
I've been a Star Wars fan my whole life. Episode
good side
2
of
was my
geeky.
fave.
Wow.
For me, I love like the whole like Camino thing, and I love the clones.
It's cool.
And also, I like the lore behind the scenes, like the Republic Commandos and what was happening on Geonosis and all that stuff. So like,
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Nicole. I'm 20 years old.
Mace
I've been a Star Wars
Windu.
fan since probably around 10. Passed it on from my father.
I actually didn't know the prequels existed until I was probably like 15. Because my dad was like, no, we're not watching that. And I was like, sounds good.
Why?
Never.
What's his reasoning?
Because we're not gonna.
It's like I believe her, but then I don't. Because I remember when they was talking about, I forgot who was talking, but she rolled her eyes and I didn't like it. That was the only thing that caught me. But my answer is still the Chewbacca dude.
Gonna watch them. So.
Was it a religious thing?
No, I think
no. They're just terrible.
Just loves like 4, 5, 6.
But like,
Did he
I
even
love
own
4,
them?
5, 6. My favorite movie is A New Hope. I wrote a 6-page
that's
essay
it?
on it for my college class.
pages? Oh, wow.
A Marxist criticism, a feminist criticism. It was a good time.
Okay.
Good time.
All right.
Hi, my name is Faith. I'm
Hey,
24 years old. I kind of became a super fan when I hit middle school. In my house, we have kind of family relations to George Lucas, so we were always.
Come again? You have family relations with come again? Nigga, that is a rare gem.
That's
watching
I believe it though.
the movie. So I started with the original trilogy. My dad kind of was a big part of that. His cousin was George Lucas's first wife, who was actually involved in the editing of the movies.
So
might be
you're
a little
fighting
politics.
against this house, right?
Well,
And with that story, I'm choosing her. I ain't lie. I feel like if I didn't want to get picked right, I'm thinking 2 steps ahead. If I was in the odd one out and I didn't want to get picked, I would explain, how I'm related to the creator. You know what I'm saying? I would explain that. And so I feel like it's her. It's either Chewbacca or her. One of those two. That was my 2 answers. I'm only gonna get 2 choices. That's it.
they're divorced. And they divorced before I was born. So
The lore's deep with this one.
Hi, I'm a beer. I became a Star Wars fan with my parents. My first exposure to it was Phantom Menace when my parents took me to the premiere
That was
at
my
the theater.
first
When I
time
was a
watching
kid,
it.
and it was just like seeing the pod race and like the epic
Man,
Darth
F the
Maul.
pod race, bro. When Darth Maul, that was the first time I see somebody with aura. Me seeing Darth Maul, I'm talking about, when the doors open, Darth Maul standing there, I'm talking about both sides of the lightsaber, doom, doom, and he's ready to fight, everybody run. Oh my gosh, that fight was so clean, bro. Oh my gosh, that was the first time I see somebody with aura.
Best part.
Lightsaber battle.
Yeah.
As a kid, how do you not just fall in love with that?
That's sick.
But yeah,
Love the fit.
I got a question though, for like a little bit of trivia. How do we feel about Rose as a character? Do we like her? Do we not like her? What's the consensus?
Nigga, first time see somebody with aura, bro. Come on, man. Just look. I'm talking about this is when I fell in love with Darth Maul, bro. This is so clean.
We'll take the long way.
Oh yeah, action, baby. See what I'm talking about? Other, you know what I'm saying? They would have others, they would have seen 2 Jedis on it, be like, oh my gosh, I can't fight this. Let me walk away. What? Jedi? Darth Maul saw 2 Jedis. He's like, you know what, bro? Let me get in the paint. Let me get in the paint. Shut up. Shut my face. Oh my gosh, bro. That was so beautiful, bro. That was so beautiful.
I think she was a wasted character arc.
Okay.
Beautifully written.
Here, I got an even better wasted character arc. Jar Jar Binks.
I love Jar Jar. I love Jar
I feel like
Jar.
he's kind of pinnacle.
Okay,
He has
do
very
you
good
think he's
pinnacle
awful?
movement.
I think he's awful.
annoying.
He's the only reason
I ain't lie. I choose her, bro. I ain't lie. It gotta be her. It gotta be girl in red shirt. If I meet somebody that don't like Jar Jar, I don't like you off the rip. What's wrong with Jar Jar? He was actually funny, bro. Jar Jar was so funny.
will not rewatch any of the prequels.
You don't like
turned
it?
it.
Okay,
I
now
turned
that
it
is
on the other day.
Hey, this is getting crazy.
Turned that thing
That's what I'm
right
saying,
up.
like-
Okay,
Man, he's not that bad, man. He's kind of silly goofy.
Jar Jar is
My
not that bad.
biggest rage bait for sure is I hate Jar Jar Binks. If you're really
I
into
hate
this,
you.
you either have a
But I love
very
you,
strong
though.
opinion of I love Jar Jar Binks or I hate Jar Jar Binks. Ethan did not say anything about it.
Do you guys have a favorite spin-off?
Yeah.
Oh,
Disney
I love the
Yeah.
video games.
Yeah.
The video games?
Yeah, I love the video
Lego
games.
Star
Lego
Wars.
Star Wars.
Specifically, the
yeah.
complete saga for the
I'll
Wii.
say-
That was like peak, like middle school, high school experiences for me.
What about like
Like spin-off wise, I'll probably say what was that movie? Clone Wars or something like that? What's it called? Clone Wars?
PlayStation 2?
I like
No.
Battle Order.
Wait, did I just show up? Wait a minute, pop up? Wait. No, One Republic. Is that what they call it?
That's before my
Battlefront
time.
OG.
Oh,
that's before
The TV
Fallen
show?
Order is my favorite
Fall
game
Cal
of all
Kestis,
time.
bro.
The only video game I ever played my whole life was Lego Star Wars Wii.
Classic.
Like that's what
Do you remember which one?
I don't know which one. It was
Episode 3, and it's the complete saga.
Aoife had talked about a little bit of experience with the video games, and then she didn't know which video game exactly she'd played. If you were a big Star Wars fan and you played the video games, then you know what you played.
Okay, the complete
True.
saga, because I could be like in Hoth, like as Anakin Skywalker. Like
Yo,
you could
what
like
was that
play your
TV
favorite
show?
movie.
I actually did
So
like
cool.
that. That was pretty lit.
Yeah.
That's the only game I played as well because
Yeah.
we had a Wii in my household when I was really young. But I just
It was on the freaking Wii. Yeah, I played mine on the Wii too. I'm not gonna lie. Bro, what was it? Was a TV show. It was like, what was the TV show?
the new consoles are so expensive, so that's not really where my priorities
No,
were.
I played Lego Star Wars, one on the Wii and one on the Xbox 360 or whatever console. I remember that. No, it was the Wii. Actually, no, it was the Wii. Yeah, it was the Wii.
Real quick. Who has seen Skeleton Crew?
No.
What is that?
I have no
It's
idea.
with Jude
So-
Law.
No idea.
No, I'm just saying because I feel like if you're such a fan, you're the first to jump on everything.
I don't know.
I've
That's
seen
not- I don't know.
everything,
I
but
think
I've
that's
seen the
true.
Ewoks, like even like that like old school cartoons.
Oh, Star Wars Rebels. Oh, okay. Yeah, Star Wars Rebels. Yeah, we already know about Clone Wars and stuff like that, but it was Star Wars Rebels. I think in Star Wars Rebels, no, which one was it? Was it Clone Wars or like Star Wars Rebels when we saw Darth Maul come alive again? Well, like he wasn't dead, but like they showed that Darth Maul wasn't dead. It might have been this one. It might have been Clone Wars the final season. Because Darth Maul and Obi-Wan Kenobi, they had their final fight. And then that's when Obi told him, that's when Darth Maul asked, is he the chosen one? And Obi said, yeah, some shit like that. Rebels? Yeah, okay, then Rebels.
Series that doesn't feel like Star Wars, but for some reason I just can't get myself to watch Skeleton.
Because I feel like you would consume everything
But
that as soon as they
I
came
think
out.
being a fan stuff. We'll go back.
That's the end.
That
So
so
we
fast.
will have to vote for someone now.
Friends will now vote for who? Okay, my vote. Let me get to choose.
Well, I know I first noticed since I was standing so close to him that maybe his hands were shaking. Why is he so nervous if he really is a fan?
Okay.
I voted for Faith because I felt like with her connection to George Lucas, that could help her learn a lot about Star
Exactly.
Wars without
That's
actually
what I
being
was
a fan.
thinking. Great minds think alike, baby. He's like, I'm glad me and my girl, we think alike. I'm glad me and my girl think alike, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really can't find two people on Earth, like, you know what I'm saying? Two people on Earth that really think about, like, they really think alike. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's me right there.
As soon as she tied it to an essay and really like cemented that as her stance, I just felt like I couldn't vote for anybody else.
Somebody can do a bunch of research for an essay without necessarily liking it.
That is true.
There is a tie.
Oh!
Already?
Lightsaber battle to the death.
Yeah, that's what I agree on.
I feel like it
Let's
wasn't
do it.
enough.
And the tie was between Nicole and Aoife. So
Bro,
please
it's
step
because,
forward.
man,
Oh my god.
they
is
choosing
deep.
Ava
This is deep.
because
You will
she
have
look
30
good. That's why,
seconds
bro.
to state your strongest case.
They choose
to
her
stay in
because
the
she
game.
look good.
All right, Nicole, 30 seconds on the clock starts now.
I am a Star Wars fan. I've been a Star Wars fan since I was 8, 10. My most recent
hear
essay
everybody
in
say
college was about how
I hear everybody talking about, you know, saying their essay, bro. You can still look up information. Like, they just made a good point, bro. You can not know anything and, like, make an essay and just look up everything about it, bro.
Star Wars was
Hey,
George Lucas's space
Stuttering. GG's.
space western. It's also he also has a space western with pirates. I personally also think Princess Leia is a feminist. That's just my opinion.
So it's
I
her.
grew up on her. She's
It
the
gotta
one
be her.
who made me feel like, yes, like I can do anything because I can go out, I can go have lightsaber battles. Actually she doesn't have a lightsaber.
All right, time.
You very suspicious right now. Like you very, like, you on thin ice, buddy. actually, you damn near fell in the water. I'm sorry, like you actually fell in the water. The orcas are coming to like eat you up right now. Get her out of here. Send her to the goose.
Yeah.
Send her to the goose.
Okay, all right, clock reset and go.
Okay, so I am a Star Wars fan. I've been a Star Wars fan for as long as I can remember.
Everybody say the same
my
thing.
role model, my favorite character is actually Ahsoka.
Hey!
I was in like the Gen Z-ish era, so Clone Wars, the movie, which I don't know if it's canon anymore, but the show was like my favorite thing to watch. I actually did love the Ahsoka
It's
series.
okay, girl.
I
You
loved
can stay
bringing back
inside.
Hayden Christensen, my first and forever crush.
You know what I'm
she's a
saying?
great.
She said me, but she said me. She said me. she ain't named that nigga. She said me. She said me. You know, girl, I be trying to be a Jedi and shit. You know what I'm saying? It be hard for me to be a Jedi. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. Yeah.
Character because she is a girl. She's just a girl, but she's she fights. She's true to her values.
Doesn't Leia just have babies and die? I don't think.
Hi guys.
Like I said, I'm not really like a Star Wars geek.
This is the way.
I was like, these haters just don't like that I don't like Jar Jar Binks. That's lit.
That is not the reason why we picked you. That is not the reason why we picked you. How do I tell you?
Literally it.
Excuse me. I have
How do I tell
an
you?
announcement to make.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
great.
Oh god.
There has been a disturbance in the Force,
Don't tell me it's two
and
again,
one
bro.
person among you has turned to the dark side.
It's me!
So the mole has an ally in this group.
It's me!
The ally is working against all of you to support the Empire.
How could you?
The rule of two. The rule of two.
The rule of two. Whoever it is, say, I'm the spy when you get voted out, please.
I'm the spy!
I'm the spy.
It kind of made the game a little bit trickier because it was hard to trust people that you fully knew was a Star Wars fan.
I've heard Odor as a happy trying to make it far.
And then you, when I said the rule of, what was Ahsoka's nickname?
Snips.
Okay.
Stop calling me that.
And then you, when I said the rule of two, you didn't like laugh or smile. The rule of two. The rule of two.
I knew it's the two people I choose. I mean, well, not
Do you
two
know what the
people,
rule
but...
of two is?
I literally said,
Well, I'm asking the question.
Oh, she's not saying anything. Oh, GG.
What is the rule of two?
That like whenever something happens on like one side, another side it'll come up to like meet it.
Oh.
No.
No.
Not really.
She was like, oh, it's like the balance of the Force and the Sith at one time. And I'm like, nope.
Well, I don't know what it is either.
There's
I'll be
always
honest.
two Sith. So
Always
there's a
two, only
master.
two.
No more, no less.
No more, no less.
I cut that out quick.
But
I
you're
was
right.
like,
There's always balance to the Force.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, okay,
That's
okay,
true.
okay.
But the rule of two.
the rule of two is very famous. So
Rule 2 is classic.
I didn't
I love Star Wars, but I'm not like, I already named it.
even know how to react in the moment, so I was like, that fake laugh. What did I do? Yeah, that definitely threw me off.
I have a question.
So
for you.
basically, was you?
Are you cosplaying loosely as Kai Brightstar?
No. No, this is just the only like decent cosplay that I could find.
So I know I'm lame, but like I'm an elementary school teacher. I'm an elementary school teacher, so like I also watched like the Young Jedi Adventures. It's actually not bad, but there's a character named Kai Brightstar.
I'm just definitely not watching that.
So that's
My namesake apparently.
I'm
so
just
the
definitely
question,
not watching
the question I want to ask so we can like establish it is what makes a Star Wars fan? Because
Is he
like
an
is it
Ewok?
trivia? 'Cause
Oh, that's
like
a
you
great
said, you could
question.
like watch other
I think so,
episodes.
yeah.
You could
Yeah,
like
'cause
study
I mean-
online. So,
I think
like,
that's what
why
he said at the beginning, yeah. He's not Chewbacca, I think he's the Ewok.
are you a fan?
Well, I love Star Wars because, I mean...
Right? Wait, the Ewoks is them little niggas, right? Wait. Do I not know my characters? Yeah, the Ewok is them like little bear ass. Yeah. He's Ewok. Yeah.
Well, first off, when I was a kid, I just think, oh, cool colors, cool flips, cool fights, sick. And then it just kind of like gradually, you get more invested in the story. It's like a big family, like, you know, space drama. And so it's like super easy to get like
Space drama?
Space drama. Oh yeah.
space drama.
Yeah, it's a family
opera.
space drama.
Space opera.
Yes, that's what I was about to say.
See, I need to redeem myself.
now I'm like, because
can't look at each other.
the original script, and then they changed, and that's what it shows up as. That was at the category that it was labeled as a space opera.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, I mean, I didn't
I
even
believe
really
Brendan,
realize
bro.
that there was such a like specific word for it that everyone apparently knew. So that was a surprise.
I believe
I was gonna say,
Brandon,
I'm a
bro.
Star Wars fan, and I think what makes a Star Wars fan is like the suspension of disbelief. Like it's an unbelievable galaxy. Like a lot of people get tied down like, oh, you
limitless.
Like it's limitless. Like for Star Wars, they had 9 movies. They had so many options. Like there's
And there's
something
so
for
many-
everyone. Like I don't think you need to love like every single part of it. I think like a true Star Wars fan has things that they don't like in it.
True.
I think that's a big part. Is like a mark of like, are you a real fan or not?
So you're saying we all have opinions if you're a real fan, right? So
True.
do you guys like the sequels of the movies or no? Because I think trash.
Yeah, so I actually worked in a movie theater when 7 came out, so I went to go see 7 like 4 or 5 times in theaters, and I really liked it.
7's the best one.
But 8
Randomly
and
comes back.
9 were kind of brought the whole sequels down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch 8 and 9. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know they made new ones. Yo, wait. I didn't even know they made new ones, bro. Oh, that's kind of crazy. Yeah. Wait, no. I do remember 9, right? Wait, no. I remember 8. Because isn't that when... Yeah, because in 7, she went to an island and she met Luke. And then Luke fought. In 9, Luke fought, well, not even fight, but it was like a hologram, like, or... Hold on.
Down. Snoke, I don't
Am I
really
getting this
know
confused?
like why he was murdered.
Wasted. He was a wasted
It was
character.
just-
Yeah, he was.
And Palpatine has somehow returned.
No, that's the
like-
worst part.
I
We
would
gotta-
like
we
to
gotta go.
touch on that first question of like what we really love about Star Wars, what makes us a Star Wars fan, because I think that was a really good point.
Oh my God, she dragging it.
Haven't seen all of the spin-off shows. My personal favorite are just the core movies, especially the prequel, because I love Anakin and Darth Vader's story.
Yes.
But I feel like why a lot of people can relate to it is the political and religious kind of parallels that
Yeah.
we can experience every.
Yo, she make this boring. I'm sorry. Like, no, I'm so dead ass, bro. She made this shit boring. She dead ass just made that boring. Like, I like, okay, I understand what she's saying and everything like that, but it's just like, the way she expressed it or the way she just said it, she had no, like, energy behind it. She just said it so in low tone, so it's like, damn, like, this shit boring now. She just made it uninteresting now.
every day with it. And as a Christian, I know some people don't really like it. They think it's blasphemous, but I actually think it is a
Christianity.
great way to kind of connect with
We
the
love
Lord.
Jesus.
And I think the Force is kind of this not evil, not good, kind of being all around us. It's life, it's
around,
everything.
yeah.
And
That's why I asked earlier, I was like, was that a religious thing about why your family didn't let you? Because it's like witchcraft and wizardry and stuff.
That's what my family said.
And
That's why we
I've
weren't allowed
heard
to watch
people
Star
like
Wars.
say that, and I respect it.
I was religious too, and they kind of had the similar kind of a thing, like bad versus evil.
But it wasn't that the Force is bad or the Force is good.
like-
It's kind of the Force lays out a path and it's up to you.
Right.
To kind
Bro, I'm sorry, gang. Like, she low-key just made it boring as hell. I get it, bro. You know, since she brought religious in it, and it was like a religious topic and stuff like that. But like, it's just the way she explained it, bro.
of decide.
Kind of like the Jedi too.
Like the mood was up here, and then she brought the mood down. You know what I'm saying? I'll say if we all started at one point, then she talked about it, and then the mood started rising up, then I understand. But it was like the mood was all the way up here, and then she just brought the mood all the way down, if you get what I'm saying.
Which is why I think Anakin's story is so interesting.
The spirituality thing, she was leaning on that a little too much, as opposed
Yo,
to
Gaz,
like,
what's good, you my
bringing
boy? How
in
you feeling, bro?
other emotions or references.
Faith? We didn't even show? Kai, Sam? Why y'all not choosing Faith?
Oh.
What?
I'm not gonna hold you. They did you. They did you dirty.
May the Force be with you. When they clocked me on the, oh, it's actually an opera. I was like, okay, so I'm dealing with some super nerds right now, and so I was like, all right, well, I'm outclassed.
All right, what was everyone's
Yeah, I would've got
favorite
outclassed
quote
here too.
or
I'm be
scene?
honest.
Go ahead.
Execute Order 66.
Traumatized.
As a kid, that scarred me. Sam, what about you?
My favorite scene is from
Kinda liked it.
The Bad
Well,
Batch.
I'm
It's
just
like
joking,
when
I'm joking.
99 is running.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of sad because he had like a handicap and he was like kind of had like a disability. The thing is, he was still killed in action like a normal clone, and that was what he wanted his entire life, was to be one of like the brothers. So that, and I'm not gonna lie, I almost shed a tear.
My favorite line
Sad.
is "Do it." I think that's so funny. And do it. Do it. Do it. And my favorite scene, actually, I love The Mandalorian. So where Luke flies in and they're like, is that an X-Wing by himself?
I already
And then
said
you're
my
like,
favorite
is it
scene,
Luke?
bro.
Is it not?
When them doors open and hey, my nigga Darth Maul ain't say nothing. What? Man, my nigga Darth Maul ain't say nothing. Doors open, ain't have to say nothing. They felt his aura, they felt his presence, boy. Immediately took out the lightsaber and went straight to action. Ain't had to say nothing.
And then the big reveal. I've seen that scene so many times. I think it's so beautiful. I love it.
Mine's a toss-up. It's either when Kylo Ren kills Han Solo,
Oh.
or
Broke my heart.
when Kylo Ren thinks that he got Luke Skywalker. And it's just like, more! More! And then you realize, crap, he's just a ghost. He's actually like back somewhere else. Was like a jaw-dropping moment because I was just like, this is the Luke Skywalker that I grew up watching.
My favorite quote is, "I'm with the Force and the Force is with me."
I'm one with the Force and the Force is with me.
Just because, like I mentioned, like I am big on religion, and I just think that scene was so beautiful where he put his kind of faith in.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, you see what I'm saying, bro? Like, I understand, bro. I understand, bro. Like, I understand with the whole faith, you know, saying religion and stuff like that, because, you know, saying, hey, shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and everything like that. But like, this is the type of things that I'll be saying, like, bro, okay, I get it. You like it because the religious part, but it's like, you don't gotta keep bringing up the religious part. Like you get what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta keep bringing up about religious. Like, you don't gotta keep bringing it up, gang. Like, you don't gotta keep bringing it up. I get it. You like it, or you like a something because like religion. Like, I get it. You just don't gotta keep bringing it up. It's like again, like the mood is up here, but then she just like brought down the mood. Like the mood is up here, then she just like brought down the mood back down.
I'm gonna go out there and what's gonna happen is gonna happen, and it actually worked out. And I just thought that was a really beautiful kind of parallel with why I like Star Wars in a religious aspect.
Everyone like tied it to an emotion when they mentioned a scene or a quote. You just said execute Order 66. What?
Yeah.
Like, why was that your favorite? Like,
because it really sets in motion the iconic, like the canon center of the trilogy. It opens this window into the Star Wars universe for like unlimited stories in between episode 4 and episode 3, and it's just like.
I mean, it was a big turning point in kind of everything.
So I have a question. If you guys could all.
And plus, you know what I'm saying? Order 66, all my, like, a lot of favorite Jedis just died, bro.
Rate your Star Wars knowledge from like 1 to 10. That way I could kind of get a feel, because like I'm mentioning stuff and then some people are like, oh, I'm a fan, but not as much of a fan as you. So, and I don't want to like attack anyone. So just 1 through 10.
Yeah, I'm like a 6 or a 7. Like, my first company was building lightsabers when I was a kid. So like I learned a whole lot back then, and then I grew up and got busy, and so I haven't seen
I'm like a 1 or 2. If he's a 6 or 7, I'm like 1 or 2.
I'd probably say like 7 or 8. I think I surprise people with my knowledge. As a woman who loves Star Wars, I feel like it's really surprising when I say that I do and that I am such a fan. I've been on dates before that have not gone well because I've just like geeked out, and my apartment has a bunch of Legos and my lightsaber, and normally they come and they get really excited about that.
I knew she was a good woman. I knew it, bro. I knew it, bro. See, this is the type of woman I could be around. This is the type of woman I want to marry. I want to date. Like, we both can like have our childish ways, and like, you know what I'm saying? We both can like, you know what, bro? Let's rewatch the Star Wars trilogy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
not me, so that's great.
I'm getting geeked.
I would get really excited about the Legos.
I was gonna say I'm so sorry, but like the Legos. Ooh.
So sick.
Mine's probably like a 9.5, 10.
Yeah,
I mean, for me, like literally like my whole entire life. What about you?
Honestly, I would consider myself like an 8.5 out of 10, even though I haven't really seen all of the Disney Plus shows, because like I said, I really like the main, especially the original trilogy, just because that was a big part of my house. Like I said, George Lucas was kind of a big part of my dad's childhood, and they got actually invited to Star Wars Ranch. But like I mentioned earlier, I only really got into it in middle school because it was actually traumatizing, because I accidentally sold a bunch of original stuff. I got left alone at a garage sale, and like my dad was so mad.
A real bargain.
And I was like, this is worth so much. Why are people so into it? So then I started rewatching the movies and really paying attention.
I'd say like 7 or 8. I've consumed pretty much everything but Skeleton Crew. Like even those non-canon Ewok like movies.
Do you like Rebels? Do you like Rebels?
I love Rebels. Because like It's like the
That's
first
what it
time
was.
there's a
Well, I
lot of
said it in
like,
the beginning, but
people
yeah,
of color
that's the TV
that
show.
are like protagonists, and it's
Yeah.
nice to see that. Like Ezra's like super cool, and he comes back in Ahsoka as live action, which is like amazing.
A lot of the times with like the newer films, you see like people who grew up on 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3 hating on them because like, oh, what's this diversity, inclusion? Like, what do you mean like a guy's looking at another guy this way? And I was like, y'all, we are in like an infinite galaxy.
Yeah,
Like
literally.
there are species that don't even look like they're alive.
And there's
You're
stuff
gonna
that's
tell
yet to be
me-
created too. That's the beauty of everything is
and you're
that
gonna tell me
it's
that you
limitless.
can't believe that 2 black people exist on the screen at the same time, or that 2 humans liked each other and they happen to be the same. Like, I didn't appreciate that about gatekeeping because as someone who's part of the LGBT community, it's hard for a lot of my friends to think that I'm a Star Wars fan because they're like, oh, that's like a straight thing. Like that's like what the straight boys watch with their boys on like the
believe
weekends.
that,
And it's like it's really hard because I was like, I don't want to like feel associated with that. I don't want to like come across like I'm one of those like masculine like Star Wars fans. It's like, you like Star Wars? Name every single Jedi and Sith ever. I'm like, it's not trivia that makes you a
Like,
Star
it's
Wars
the
fan.
suspension
It's
of
like, what is it?
disbelief.
Yeah, if you're a trivia fan, go read Wikipedia. Like that's not.
Wikipedia.
Especially with the OG fans, like I think Nicole was talking about how she wasn't allowed to watch the prequels. I think a lot of the older generation really like gatekeep the originals and being a fan of Star Wars and don't let in new fans of Star Wars. So even
How did Star Wars get to race and gay people than fucking feminism? I don't know, bro. I'm lost. I don't know. That's why like, you know what I'm saying? Because I just don't know, bro. Like I'm just not like that deep. Like I'm just not that deep where I see a movie and I just see racism. Or like, you know what I'm saying? You watch Star Wars, like I just never saw anything wrong with like Star Wars. Like saw the racism, like, you know what I'm saying? Saw the outbreak of like people talking about racism and shit like that. Like, I mean, I don't know. So I'm just not that deep. I don't know.
like Jar Jar Binks was made for like that era of kids. So maybe we hate him now, but I think we have to appreciate those who do have their own love and comfort with Star Wars, whatever that is.
So I met people that love Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah,
my brother.
I love Jar Jar, bro. He's funny.
Last, I think. Can anybody guess what my sad and smelly attempt at a cosplay is? Who?
Tarful.
Outside just a Wookiee, nah.
The one that he like got killed, like I don't know.
No.
It's Chrysanthemum.
Oh!
yeah.
Okay, that's time.
Oh! My fault. I blame Kid for saying he's an Ewok.
I voted for Sam because of how maybe knowledgeable he did seem. Why is he throwing out all of these random facts, like as if he was preparing to kind of wow us?
The guy that knows the most and is pushing the hardest on everybody else has to be the mole. There's no other reason why he'd be pushing so hard on people for the nitty-gritty parts of trivia.
Or maybe the nigga just know it.
We have another tie.
Yeah, it is called all one out. I do assume y'all niggas win money, right?
Stop.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
I'm not
So-
tripping on no time.
Faith and Sam.
Oh.
Dang.
I ain't
Okay, at
scared.
least
I
it's not
ain't,
the two
yeah, I ain't
girls.
scared of nothing.
You will each have 1 minute to tell us your most emotional moment in this fandom. Faith, we'll start with you.
Okay, I feel like there's so many points of just importance to the plot, but I would say maybe when Leia dies and she kind of has that final just Hail Mary to kind of get Ben Solo back, and she uses her last moments to just call across the universe, put motherly love into him, and just pray that he's gonna come back to, you know, the light side and make better choices. She carried a lot of guilt that she wasn't there for him, and I think that was just such a powerful moment, and I know that in real life she actually did pass.
Yeah. Ben Solo. Yeah.
So I just
Ben Solo. Yeah.
think that was a really important moment.
Sam, 1 minute on the clock. Starts now.
An emotional moment for me was probably, like I was saying, like in Bad Batch, like when 99 died, it really hit my heart because like he wanted to be like one of the brothers. And I was in the military, so that kind of like really like hit me. It kind of gave me like the chills. Also in Rebels, like Harrison Dula is always like trying to go above and beyond. And like
My brother know
show
gang.
and stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
And everything, like my whole life, you know, like, and it's kind of cool because when I used to live in Arizona, and so like it would kind of remind me of like Tatooine. And I know that sounds like super like funny, but it was very like, when I first went there and I went to college, I was like, oh, okay, I'm just going to Tatooine for a little bit.
Yeah, Faith, get about it. I ain't gonna lie. Get Faith out of here. Hit the boot.
Please exit the box.
The
Force
rule
push.
of 2, oh my gosh. When he asked me that, like right out of nowhere, I knew I was cooked.
We are at the point of the game where we can end now, or keep playing if you think there is a chance that the mole still stands among
Nobody
you.
hears the mole.
However, there is a new rule. If you decide to keep playing and you vote out somebody who is a true Star Wars fan, the money gets cut in half.
Y'all ain't glad just hey.
I'm gonna
hey,
give you 3
we
minutes
good,
to decide
bro.
amongst yourselves.
We good.
I don't mean to be rude. I'm gonna
We
say it,
good.
but y'all's like friendship throws me off a little bit.
Friendship.
Like in this episode so far, I'm just like, yeah, that. Like you guys could be like huge Star fans. I don't think y'all are the most.
Well, he's more of a fan than you. That's why I relate to him. But, yeah.
But I was just like, I just thought I was just
No
like,
fans.
I would
just because
say,
there is someone that like turned. That's why I was just like,
No, not for
the
you.
backups are just like, oh yeah, I know the
I
bad
would
batch. Like I
say
can't
it
verify
was
that.
right off the cuff. It was kind of like we recognize that we're like people of color who like
Yeah, that too.
Star Wars, and it's almost like a subculture because like my parents didn't like they took me to the movie because I saw like my friends were going and stuff like that, but I wasn't introduced to it.
He low-key kinda
through,
lost
like,
me
my
with the
parents
friendship, though.
being fans. I think that's something that's relatable to like a lot of people of color. I think it's really beautiful to see like children of immigrants becoming fans of this world because we're like the first Star Wars fans in our families.
Do you think we got the mole?
I think
I'm not gonna lie, my initial plan was to keep going until there's only 2 people left, because I know my knowledge speaks for itself and I was gonna eliminate everybody. But now that if I were to vote y'all out, it's like, dang, like I kind of just burn myself. So.
yeah.
Are you gonna keep playing, or do you think everyone here is who they say they are?
I say everybody
I just
say
want to take the risk.
hey.
If you're the mole at this point, you deserve
Everybody
it.
who they are, bro.
I think the ally might be in here, but
This group has dropped some lore, so
I think
feel like
I think everybody here is good.
kind of confident in that.
For me, I would say about 60%.
If I
don't want to keep
if my if I'm wrong, I'll join the Sith.
playing.
If I'm wrong, I'll join the Sith.
A lot
I'll
of
be a Sith.
talking coming from Kai. I don't know if like he could be the mole and he wants us to stop here. There's some other things that kind
like what? Like what?
Just like the way you kind of targeted us out just because we related over Bad Batch was kind of like.
It was just because, again, I
Yeah.
can't like
Yeah, no,
disprove
no,
what you're
sure,
saying.
yeah,
there.
no,
Like,
of
I don't-
course.
Yeah.
The only
like-
thing that I don't think was answered was you had mentioned kind of, and I'm just clarifying.
Hold
you
on, they
haven't
getting
seen
on his
movies in
ass. Hold
recent
on.
years.
Yeah, in the last couple of years.
Okay, so I've watched the movies, like last week I watched A New Hope because I was at home and I was like, I need to put on my comfort movie. So I'm constantly rewatching those because that's my comfort.
Oh, and then the Wikipedia and
So-
the
Okay,
Wikipedia.
great.
I
That's
think that's
time.
the only reason.
That's
it.
time.
Oh, he looked like he's cooked. Oh, he looked like he got caught.
If you think that someone here is lying and you want to continue playing the game, raise your hand.
Ew!
That's a majority. We're gonna play another round.
The galaxy has
Yo,
waited
he
long enough.
Yo, he looked
I
like
think
he
so.
got cooked.
I think a fan is something that you like engage
You're a fan of it
with.
always.
So I've been
Yeah.
moving a lot. I just moved across country and I have a lot going on in my life. I run a company, like it's my day to day, and so I don't have that time.
You can always put it on the
necessarily
dash, but yeah.
Like I want to focus on it. Like I don't want to just like
No,
have it in the
of
background
course.
going. Like
No, I
I watch a
respect
lot of
the
like YouTube
hustle,
video
yeah,
essays and stuff on
Okay,
that.
yeah,
Like
fair.
that's like my way of watching. It's
Yeah.
not just like
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I love Pirates of the Caribbean, and even I sometimes I just have Pirates of the Caribbean playing in the back. I mean, like, I get it. Like, you don't want to have a movie that you love, but like a TV series that you love, like playing in the back. You probably want to rewatch it. Like, you probably want to sit there and just rewatch all of it. But like at some point in time, bro, if you really love it, you probably have it like playing in the background just to hear it.
the videos, but I like watching what other people think about it.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
watching the lore on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so again, I just think that just because I don't have the necessary knowledge, I don't watch it 24/7.
Yeah.
A lot of people go like,
Okay,
you're
so,
not a fan though.
I have a question.
That's
So
fair.
aside from the movies, like what other lore can you tell us?
Aside from no, because I've seen the
Okay,
movies.
so
and the
like
Damn.
you watch video essays about like just kind of like almost like a literary analysis. Like
Yeah.
what are
30
some things that
You
you're
have 30 seconds,
interested-
okay.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Can you tell us
Lightsabers,
anything?
lightsabers, how they're created. Like that's like my
Okay.
focus.
Okay,
Like,
how is a lightsaber created and who creates
with
them?
the kyber crystal, like as a Jedi, you go into the caves, you find the kyber crystal. If it
Yeah.
resonates with you, put it into the lightsaber. Like
Okay.
it's a part of like who you are.
Okay.
Okay.
I-
But
like,
how
that was-
exactly is it constructed?
That part I don't know.
Okay.
Again, I
Isn't like a certain like doesn't like the crystal choose you or something like that?
I know that I can't say anything. Like you guys are made up. Like it's okay.
Yeah.
Like
Well, not like the crystal choose you, but like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't have enough knowledge on this subject
You
now.
don't have to have
What's your
knowledge.
favorite?
I don't
What's your
think
favorite
it's-
lightsaber
Okay,
color?
I'll put you
Red.
on the spot. You said
Sure.
you're a teacher, so you
Yeah.
only watch like the little.
No,
kid
I've seen
TV
everything.
You say you've seen
shows, or
everything.
you've
But
seen
I'm just
everything?
into like watching like
He likes the lore.
animations and like kid stuff just
Okay.
to get ideas.
And then that's
Well, he know he's cooked, so it doesn't matter.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Oh, why ain't put the original
I am
screen? Now I
absolutely
think about
crushed. I tried to do everything I could. I tried my hardest to like balance the amount of trivia I was asking people and then also like try to tie in some emotion there. But I guess it wasn't enough.
Yeah, he was putting too much thinking in it.
If our box turns green, you did it. You eliminated the mole. If the box turns red, the mole is still standing. 3.
It's green.
2, 1.
Oh, for the culture.
Space Latino.
Yes.
So before I reveal who the mole was, will the ally please step forward?
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't even think it was him.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah, this nigga got me.
going to be our
Yo.
ally.
Oh no. I literally had a feeling that I would be the one to be called on for this. I felt it in the force, literally. Okay, so I wrote that I sacrificed myself. After the debacle with the rule of 2, there's really no coming back from that after everyone else knew that it was happening. So at that moment, I pretty much accepted the fact that this was a time that I had to give up my spot. I had to sacrifice myself to service the Empire.
Sneaky.
Wow. On the count of 3, will the mole please step forward? 3, 2, 1.
Ah! I knew it!
You're kidding.
I was the bad guy. For the Dark City.
Never
I
voted for
knew
you.
it. Ooh,
That's the crazy part.
I knew it. Yeah.
I was really nervous
I knew
going
it.
into
What? What?
But then I
knew
rewatched
it.
all the
What?
movies and
knew
I
it.
watched
What?
some of the
Come
show.
on, bro. I knew it, bro. Come on, B. I knew it, bro. I don't care. I don't care. Even she say like, you know what I'm saying, she does have a real like family connection with the creator. I don't care, bro. She's the mole. I just knew it, nigga. Especially when she kept like putting religion in it. I like overly putting religion in it. I just kind of knew it, bro. She overly was putting religion in it. Overly putting religion.